Y'all, Sexyy Red done says she's a Trump supporter. Just hold on. Hold on. Roll the clip.
No, I ain't never seen one.
She's funny.
I love Trump, though. He funny to me. Like, I used to watch his not interviews, like, him talking to people. He used to be calling people fat.
Yeah.
He just bold.
Wow.
He funny. Like, we need people like him.
Y'all, I think we're going to have to start going back to hopping out at red lights with Miss Glow, because Miss Sexy is looking for the hoes with Trump, and I don't think I can get behind that. But for real, y'all know why she's supporting Trump. She said that he out here freeing black people. She want her man free. She think Trump is going to free him.
I think a lot of people talk about Sexyy Red because she's apparently a Trump stan now. But my thing is, I hope this does not sound problematic. There are some people who, like, just do not be having credibility when it comes to, like, talking about politics, you know? And I feel like Sexyy Red is low-key one of those people, like, love Sexyy Red, but I'm not going to Sexyy Red for politics, I'm sorry. I'm going to her to turn up. Like, nothing about Sexyy Red screams, yeah, let's talk about gun reform. Let's talk about equal rights. None of that. Nothing. Let's talk about the election. Nothing she does gives that. So her talking about, yeah, like Trump stimulus and the hood, that means nothing. I'm so sorry. But trust, the Republican Party just found their new favorite black person. Oh my God.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. The black bourgeoisie is upset, okay? They upset, they mad, okay? The black liberals are upset. Why are they upset? Well, they're upset because their favorite ghetto hood rat rapper, Sexyy Red, just came out and basically endorsed Trump, okay? She did an interview with Theo Von, and she was asked about the hood liking Trump, okay, because there's a lot of speculation that a lot of black people in 2024 are going to come out and vote for Trump in historic numbers due to just how bad the Biden administration is and how, great things were for black people under Trump, and black people kind of realizing that, oh, snap, Trump was not our biggest problem, right? In fact, Trump kind of gave us a boost when it came to the economy. Now, they're realizing this for all the wrong reasons, and we're going to talk about that because this is one of my biggest pet peeves about this whole, like, hood for Trump thing, right? Black people now going to vote for Trump. But, hey, it's neither here nor there, okay? I guess these people supporting Trump is better than them not supporting Trump, even if for the wrong reasons. So we're going to talk about all that. But, again, Sexyy Red has come out and basically given an endorsement to Trump, and the black liberals of America are upset. People like, Roland Martin retweeted this and said these rappers are not leaders. Again, simply because she said that she loves Trump and basically said we need him back in office.
Period. Well, let's look at a few. We got a few other Sexyy Reds. I think, did we find some?
Wait. The big red dog.
That's Clifford right there. You know, he won Trump to a Sexyy Red people talk about.
I'm dead.
Why don't they talk about
Are
him?
you trying to call them Sexyy Reds?
I'm just saying. Hey, do you think more people are going to support Trump now in the hood
like
or
Trump.
no?
Yeah, they support him in the hood. Because at first, I don't think people was fucking with him like they thought he was racist, saying little shit and, against women. But once he started getting black people out of jail and giving people their free money, oh, baby, we love Trump. We need him back in office.
Yeah, a little bit of free money goes a long way.
We need him back. Because, baby, them checks.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, them stimulus checks. Trump, we miss you.
That's like Whoa Vicky. She's always talking about Trump. You see her ever?
I like Trump. No, I ain't never seen Whoa Vicky.
She's funny.
I love Trump, though. He funny to me. Like, I used to watch his not interviews, like, him talking to people. He used to be calling people fat.
Yeah.
He just bold.
Wow.
He funny. Like, we need people like him.
Well, I got to meet him one time at a UFC fight. Have you ever been?
No, I want to. I would go to a fight.
Would you? If I invited you to go sometime?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to stand 10 toes down in my decision to enjoy Sexyy Red's music because I can't help what I'll bob my head along to. However, what I will say in regards to this, in Trump's last year of his presidency, he took a picture with Lil Wayne. When I saw that, I rolled my eyes super hard and thought, disappointing but not surprised. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter the color, capitalists are capitalists. And the only thing I was thinking about was the fact that this is going to have a lot of blowback for our community. Case in point, these comments Clear as day. The only person Trump has helped is black people who can influence his vote amongst black people. Trump does not have any sway with black people unless they have money. Trump does not care about black people unless they can help him reach his end goal. And the only black people he cares about are the black people within his tax bracket, which a majority of the hood does not even touch. This is sad.
The video is not about Sexyy Red. It's about what she said. Because many Americans feel that way. Donald Trump is a criminal, racist, xenophobic, misogynist, predator, all those things. But people are so obsessed with him as a character and the fact that he gave us $1,200. When one could argue that the pandemic went as bad as it did, as quick as it did in America because of Trump's response, or lack thereof. We were quarantined in our houses, people were dying by the thousands. This man was downplaying the pandemic, just lying to our faces, well into the summer. I don't take things like this lightly, because might I remind you that Donald Trump didn't get blown out in 2020. He lost because Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, Georgia, Michigan, and Arizona all flipped. First three of those, and he would have been president again. To be honest, his base might have gotten stronger. We're almost 365 days out, people. Be smart.
Listen, when the internet was dragging Sexyy Red because of her style of dress and because of the lyrics in her raps, I ain't got nothing to do with that. I don't police people's bodies, and I don't police rappers' lyrics. If there is a audience for her rap music, get your money, sis. If she's okay with how she chooses to dress, more power to you. But now, she stepped into the world of politics. She stepped into my wheelhouse, and she stepped in full of ignorance.
You know, what is she, in her early 20s? That's not really an excuse. You should know. You should know. You should know a little bit better. Is Trump funny? Yes, he's hysterical. Do we want him back? No. No. I mean, luckily, I don't think she has that type of influence on people, but maybe she does. You never know. Saw them kids acting in high school. They was mad about her singing certain songs in high schools. This is why I'm mad she can't be around high schoolers. Can't be around high schoolers saying, vote Trump. He's racist. He's definitely racist. Also, I don't care where you from as a black person. We gotta have higher standards, man. It can't just be a little bit of money and I got your cousin out of jail and we good now. Come on. Come on. There's certain things we just can't play about anymore. We can't play like this. We can't. I was on Van Lathan's page and somebody in the comments was like, is she even registered to vote? You said you like to wear your glasses. Well, you need to see better. You need to see better.
Yeah, so you seen that, you heard that. Now, I want you guys to understand. This woman, Sexyy Red, her claim to fame is rapping about her genitalia. More specifically, the color of her genitalia. Okay, everybody who's ever listened to at least one of her songs knows the color of her genitalia. Now, most of the backlash against Sexyy Red was not coming from black people. Okay, it wasn't, these black liberals so upset because, Sexyy Red is pushing degeneracy on black people and rapping about, sex and just the nastiest stuff you can think of in her raps. No, that wasn't the problem. Right? The problem with Sexyy Red, the reason why she might get canceled now is because she came out and said that she loves Trump. Now, again, I expect a full-throated, especially from her, full-throated, right? I mean, that's her specialty, right? She's the throat goat, right? I expect a full-throated, right, apology from her in T-minus maybe, 48 hours, okay? We'll see, right? We'll see. Because the backlash is going to get a lot worse. And the reason why it's going to get a lot worse is because, again, the bourgeoisie black liberals are not going to stand for this, right? They're not going to stand for somebody that is very influential among black people, sadly, Sexyy Red, coming out here and saying, vote Trump, right? Again, they didn't care. You just heard it, right? They didn't care about her going into a high school and talking about her butthole, right? And throwing up gang signs, okay? They didn't care about that. That's totally fine, right? Just that woman said, oh, well, I'm not out here trying to police what she wears or what she says in her rap lyrics, but I am trying to police her political opinions, okay? Again, I want you guys to say this is how screwed up the black community is when it comes to this type of stuff. Totally fine to push degeneracy on black people and the worst of behaviors on black people. But don't you dare come out here and say that you want to vote for a Republican or Trump, right? Especially Trump. If you say that you want to support Trump or that you love Trump or whatever, that's worse than, again, pushing degeneracy on black people, right? Because, Trump was the worst thing ever for black people. And that gets me to Sexyy Red and what she actually said in her interview, okay, which again, I'm consistent on this. I don't think we should listen to rappers at all. Just like we shouldn't listen to Cardi B when it comes to her opinion on Biden and Bernie Sanders. I don't think we should listen to Sexyy Red when it comes to her opinion on Trump. Now, she's entitled to her opinion. I'm not saying she can't have her opinion. I just don't think that her opinion is all that well informed. And again, this is one of my issues that I have with black people that keep coming out here saying they're supporting Trump. Not that I have an issue with them supporting Trump. I'm happy they support Trump. But the reasoning is what bothers me, okay? Because they're supporting Trump for the wrong reasons, okay? Oh, stimulus checks, okay? And he was, pardoning black folks. In my opinion, these are probably the worst reasons to support Trump, okay? Because, he was part of a bunch of rappers and, the government was handing out free money during the pandemic, which I do think that Trump gets too much kind of blame from the right in regards to his handling of the pandemic. And also the left gives Trump too much blame for the handling of the pandemic. I think Trump his last year was unfortunate, right? He just got put in a very unfortunate situation that, people who want to play Monday morning quarterback can act like they knew what they would do in that situation, how to handle it. I think Trump handled it the best way that he could. And yes, it is unfortunate that, the politicians, Congress, the government as a whole, and the world as well too, this just wasn't something that the U.S. government was doing. The whole world decided to essentially shut down, at least for, some period of time, and to print a bunch of money, which, I would say definitely contributed to the inflation that we have now. But I think more so than anything, the spending that was done in the Biden administration when it became clear that the pandemic was not as serious as, we thought it was. Okay. But the Biden administration decided to spend money anyways, despite the fact that all the big banks predicted that, hey, the economy is already red hot. We already have enough stimulus. We don't need more stimulus. Biden said, no, we're going to keep spending trillions anyways. Right. So, there are some people who want to blame Trump for inflation from the right. And I think that, he definitely takes at least a little bit of some of the blame. But I think most of it does lay on the feet of Biden, because once it became clear that we should open back up, that we shouldn't keep spending more money, the Democrats did it anyways. OK, I think that if Republicans had kept the Senate, then and Trump would have been president, I don't think that would have been the case. I think that we would have opened up, and there's no way in the world Mitch McConnell would have allowed another stimulus package like that to pass. And I think that the inflation situation probably would have been better, right? So that's my opinion on that. But regardless, again, this is what I'm talking about in regards to how to get the black vote, right? When I laid out how to get the black vote, one of the main things I said was, well, what black people want to see is you say the white man is racist, right? That everything is systemically racist. They want to see statues of Emmett Till and George Floyd, right? And they want handouts, right? That's how you get the black vote. Okay, if you're talking about reparations, giving black people money, that is the easiest, simplest way to get black people to vote for you. And it's just, again, fascinating how you're seeing some of that kind of play out now, because Biden's economy is so bad. So now the cool thing is to support Trump as a black person in the hood, because, Trump was handing out that money. Everything, life was good under Trump, right? We was getting all that money. Again, PPP loans included as well too, in which you had a lot of people in the hood scamming the government, going out buying Lamborghinis and, all these luxurious items, okay, with government money that was intended to help small businesses. But again, these same people will, boo-hoo, whine, and cry when, they say the government's discriminating against black people, not giving black people money. Well, I mean, again, when you give black people this type of money, look what they do with it. They end up committing crimes and doing crazy stuff with it they're not supposed to do. But again, that's neither here nor there. But I'm just saying, I personally feel like these are the weakest reasons to support Trump, right? If as a black person, my support of Trump comes from the fact that under his administration, black unemployment was the lowest ever. We had one of the best economies ever. He did extend funding to HBCUs. Okay. He did enact opportunity zones, which is a tax incentive to invest in the hood. Okay. Trump's foreign policy, I don't think that we'll be giving all this money to Ukraine or even have Ukraine and Russia at war right now if Trump was president. I think one of the best things about Trump's presidency was his foreign policy. I think his foreign policy was amazing. Okay. And again, these are reasons why I support Trump as a black person. Okay. It doesn't really have anything to do with him giving out any money to anybody. I do appreciate the tax cut, right? I love a tax cut, okay? And, him rolling back regulations and unleashing the economy and low gas prices. Throw his border policies in there. Again, obviously, there's a ton of black people that are upset now, right, about the border and the Biden administration and their border policies, okay? They want Trump back, okay? They want to build a wall, okay? They want to send him back, okay? They're MAGA hat wearing people now, right? Just saying. All of these are reasons why I think that black people should support Trump, because black people generally just doing better under Trump than they are under Biden. Again, it doesn't have that much to do with him letting black people out of prison and, handing out free money and stuff like that. It really comes from the best parts of his administration. So again, while I'm very happy to see somebody like Sexyy Red at least be smart enough to support Trump, right? At the same time, I do get annoyed by the reasoning that a lot of these people give, okay? But hey, if that's what it takes to get black people to vote for you or to vote Trump in 2024, at the end of the day, hey, I can't really complain about it. I can't really be mad about it. I can't really be upset about it. It is what it is, okay? But like I said, these same black liberals that got so much smoke for Sexyy Red because she has a political opinion, keep that same smoke for Cardi B when she's out here endorsing candidates and doing political talk and talk about when she clearly don't know about politics. Keep that same smoke for her. Again, it's amazing how these people didn't have an issue with Cardi B speaking for the black community, talking politics when she was out here, sucking up on Joe Biden, right, and Bernie Sanders. But when you got Sexyy Red endorsing Trump, oh, now it's a problem, right? Her lyrics and her pushing degeneracy on black people and influencing black women in the worst ways possible, that's not going to get her canceled among black people. But this right here, this might actually get her canceled, right? So again, expect an apology within the next 48 hours. I would be very surprised if she doesn't issue one, because I think the backlash is going to get even worse here, because again, people like her, she is very influential, unfortunately. And her coming out and saying something like this, in my opinion, is some indication, even though it's anecdotal, that maybe, just maybe, we will see a difference in regards to how black people vote this time around. However, again, I'll believe it when I see it. But hey, let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a black conservative perspective. Peace.